You were a really big deal to someone, and they feel like you don't care. Will you still want me? Miss you. Never gonna give you up. Is it over forever? They don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. They thought things were moving along, and this could be past. For some of you, this has been just the past couple weeks, or it could be long ago. It's however it resonates. But it's someone who's been in your energy. You have thought about them. Please don't make it fit. If you have to ask who it is, it's not for you. Will I ever get closure? They're so confused. So confused. But I'm also getting that you might be confused too. Like, this is a connection that could have happened, even as a friendship. And it could be that it ended a long time ago. The person's just now questioning it. But, okay. You are my angel. Big impression. You left a big impression. And they're just really scared that it's not going to happen again. They felt a connection with you that they don't often feel with people. And they thought you felt it too. I am drawn to your light. Could be someone who's still trying to get up with you, trying to follow you. I'm not really getting like a obsessive stalker vibe. The obsession is mostly wanting answers. If you see them stalking you, this person wants answers. And it's really for their own betterment. Like, they want to get better. They don't want this to happen again. Like, if they did something wrong, I'm not trying to say that they wouldn't try to make it right or try to pursue something with you, but it's more that they're just scared because they thought there was more of a connection. Even though they do have, well, I don't want to say strong feelings. It's like this. Never going to give you up. All these very lovey-dovey cards, right? But they're actually a bit more level-headed. Like, that's how they feel on one hand, but they're also really, like I said, level-headed. That's what I'm getting. But they also know they might have a tendency to rub people the wrong way, and that's what they want to know. They're really going through a season of self-reflection. Why have all these things gone wrong? Like, they're analyzing. Not what you think, taking off a mask. They don't realize how much of themselves they hold back. Out of fear, out of insecurity, out of not knowing what to expect. This is someone who really wants things to go a certain way. Gosh, you know, I'm just getting that technology and the internet, social media has just turned us all into a bunch of weirdos. It would really be interesting to go back in time and interact with someone pre-internet and see what that's like. To even interact with yourself pre-internet. Which, yeah, I was alive then. But, because things have changed. That's what I'm getting here, is this person has, they've got some emotional instability related to how they see themselves, and it has to do with something that happened online. They may be a content creator or some other kind of public figure, like someone who has been the subject of someone's video, and it might just be one video they've ever been in. But it really wrecked their self-esteem. Oh gosh, this is terrible. Wow. You gave them hope. Look, if they want to get in touch with you, they'll get in touch with you. You were a very big deal to them. If you were that big of a deal, they get in touch with you again. But I feel like I'm really getting into this person's energy, and extremely neurodivergent, really smart, really good at certain things. Like, what they're good at, they're really good at, which is this is all of us. But I think some of us are more extreme, very, very gifted in certain areas, and then others, it's like there's nothing. Okay, that's another thing that kind of has done a number on this person's self-esteem. You know, a lot of people don't have people around to encourage them. Like, I'm talking mainly when you're younger. A lot of people, if you grew up in a supportive family who was like, you can do anything, and helped you. Really, I mean, I've known these people. I'm saying this because I've had conversations with people, support groups and stuff, where it makes all the difference if you have a family who's actually supportive. Because people, by and large, tend to only leave negative comments or reviews. I mean, people are, I don't even know the statistics, but they are it's got to be 1,000 times more likely to say something negative than positive. Like, even videos. It's like, it can be the best video, like one that really inspires people, and somebody will just come along and like it. What goes further is sharing and commenting. The comment, that's what I'm talking about. Like, the anger, the negativity is what gets people's mouths moving more. Way more than positivity. That's not everybody. And I wish that wasn't the norm, but this person hasn't received a lot of positive reinforcement. Even if they're, like, way advanced in their career. Like, some people are just winging it. Most people aren't going to compliment you. Basically, imposter syndrome is what I'm getting. This person's really good at certain things and also accomplished, at least in certain areas. But They have some hang-ups. They have some places that really need to be healed. Wake-up call. They've had a wake-up call that's made them think about things, made them analyze their life, their past connections, not what you think. That's a lot going on here. This person may be just trying to get back up with you after a long period of no contact. You were very special to them. And there are other people that they would probably reach out to ask, get like a report card about them, about themselves, like, what did you like about me, where did we go wrong, whatever. But you're one that really sticks out. You're one that's never left their thoughts. And they had thoughts about you, like when you met, like let's say this was someone you just met and struck up a conversation, there was chemistry. This person doesn't have that chemistry with everybody. You might be someone who is more likely to just strike up conversations with people, because sometimes just being talkative, look, I know that's why I don't really talk to a lot of people, because some of us have that gift. Like I can sit down and talk to anybody and they might think there's been a massive connection, I'll be honest with you, but I'm just like, that's how I am with everybody. I talk to everybody, at least I used to. That's what it is. It's like someone who, even while you were talking, that first conversation, they were having just these big thoughts about you, like this is special, this is a connection that is going to last a while, this person might be in my life for a while. And they're not like that usually. They're not like that. They fell for you hard and fast, even if it was just a crush. But like I said, I'm not getting this person's like over the top emotional. They're pretty level-headed, really smart. Not that that has anything to do with it. Intelligence and emotional intelligence are two different things. But I'm getting this person is quite emotionally intelligent. They really just need some help in some areas, some healing, encouragement. I also just got that they might have dropped the ball with you. Like you might have given them an opening and said, hey, you can call me whatever. And they just didn't. They're scared. And they feel like it's been too late now. But that's not for everybody. Oh. Not noble. That comes out as I say that about how maybe there's been some kind of, lack of communication. They're in their head, asking themselves questions about you, thinking you're too good to be true, wondering if you're not noble. They might have found something like searching for you online. People need to be careful with that stuff. They may have confused you with someone else or found something that is unexplained, like especially when it comes to court stuff. You don't really know what happened. Anybody can file certain court documents, at least in the United States. Anyone can file them and they might end up online or in your record, even if nothing happened. And it's like I'm not getting that it was actually something. For some of you, maybe there is something in your past. Not that I'm saying you should be ashamed or anything. Everybody's got a past. But they took something the wrong way or just don't know what to think about it. But they got over it. Yeah, some of them actually learned the truth. Not noble. This is what could have been what... This could have been, though, what kept them from reaching out or did something to the connection. If it wasn't them who found something, it was you who found something. Even if it was friendship or romantic. You might have just thought, no, I don't want to hang out with this person, but they wonder that too. If that's the case. And it could be either one of you. Honestly, it's sort of just a bunch of feelings I'm getting right now. It could also be you who is afraid, like somebody who's afraid of a background check. Even though it's something that's explainable. Because a lot of people have unfair stuff on a background check. And even if it's something that was bad, like even if it's like you were locked up for a long time. Assumptions were made. Wow. There's a creator named Dolly Day on TikTok. She comes across my feed a lot. She's an older woman who tells a lot of dating stories. And she has a self-defense story where she was in prison for a few years. And somebody tried to blackmail her online with it. Somebody made up a profile with her profile picture. They said, give me half of your money or whatever. They were trying to extort her. Yeah, she got blackmailed through a DM like that. Like, I'm going to tell everybody what you did. And it was from an account that somebody made to look like her and everything. And she just was like, oh, no, you're not. And she even put it in a subscription, at least for a while, the whole story of what happened. That's what I mean. If you heard that story, you'd know. Look, there are a lot of people, and this is well documented, who are in prison right now for stuff that's not fair at all like that. Yeah, that's what I mean about the background check stuff. You gotta be careful. Don't believe everything you see. I'm getting this. If you're ashamed of something that's out there, even if it's not your fault, even if it's something that's out there, anything sent to harm you only makes you more prosperous. Transmute the energy. Even say that to yourself. Anytime somebody finds this, I get $1,000. I mean, start saying this. Start speaking this stuff over your life. But don't live in fear and don't live in shame. Time for healing. Healing all the way around. Healing for everybody. For you, for the person. I just got unfair situation. Like, this is a collective reading, so it's going to be pretty broad, but unfair situation. Really unfair. But all things work together for good. Everything always works out for you. Just start saying that. Everything always works out for me. Everything always works out for me. That thing that you think is a strike against your record or whatever is protecting you. Rejection is protection. It's going to draw in the right people, and it's going to be just ignored. Like, some people aren't even going to see it, or if they do, they're not going to make an assumption. If it costs you anything, it was meant to cost you something. And don't feel sorry for yourself. It means something better is coming in. This world is not the only thing that exists. This is just one timeline. This timeline you're living in isn't the only thing that exists. I know it seems that way, but when you really get the spiritual awakening, understanding that there's so much more than this. So much more. Problems just seem to kind of fade into the background. And you learn to really practice the art of detachment and acceptance. Okay, last card. You attract love. You attract love even more if you're someone who has been affected by something that wasn't your fault. Especially if you ever had to get a mugshot out of self-defense. May you attract more love than ever. The love that is safe for you, that you want. Unconditional love. May you realize that everything always works out for you. Start saying it. Don't speak evil over your life. Every word is precious. Every thought is precious. Love is here for you. Good things are coming in. You attract love. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.